Hi, it's Gianna and I. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a 6-week update, a postpartum and baby Gianna update. So at 6 weeks of age, Gianna is now 9.5 pounds and 22 inches long. She's still in newborn size clothing. She does not wear the newborn diapers anymore. She technically fits them, but I felt like the size were cutting into her thighs. Her thighs are really big. I wasn't going to get newborn clothes because I'm 5'9" and her dad is 6'3", so I figured I would have a bigger baby. So I didn't buy a whole lot, but we did receive quite a few gifts. People love buying clothes for little girls, so we got a lot of clothes. We got some newborn sizes in those clothes, and I'm glad that we did, because she's wearing the newborn sizes a lot longer than I thought. Yes, she's still breastfeeding, going strong. I plan on breastfeeding her at least until 6 months. She is suffering now from baby acne. I know that's very normal. She has a lot on her face and like on her neck and even on her arms and stuff. So that always bothers me. Her pediatrician says that's totally normal. It actually has a lot to do with the hormones that they're getting from you. They say you can put breast milk on it and it might help it, but I didn't see a difference when I did that. So for now, I'm just leaving it alone. So at 6 weeks is a growth spurt, and she started her growth spurt at about 5.5 weeks. And I totally noticed a difference. And she's just overall more fussy. At first I thought maybe it was like a stomach ache or she was colicky. I've actually been told that 6 weeks is like the height of fussiness because of this growth spurt they're going through. They can all of a sudden see better, feel things differently, so they're like sensory overload. Before that, she just, unless she's hungry, she didn't really cry. Like, I figured out though it was actually she's just tired, and she just stopped napping during the day. Like, she wasn't having any of it. She just wanted to stay up, which of course made her pretty fussy. And also she wanted to just eat all day, which they call cluster feeding. They eat for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then you turn around 15 minutes later, they're wanting to eat again. So every hour on the hour. So you're basically like tied to your couch or your chair, your bed, or wherever you're feeding. And you just need to have snacks on hand, a TV remote on hand, and a bunch of water, because that's all you're gonna be doing. I noticed like she would be grunting in her sleep. So in it, they're trying to learn how to get those farts and those poops out, and it was waking her up at night. So I'll give her a bath if it's bath night, and then I'll swaddle her, give her the gripe water, and she just knocks out. And I noticed she sleeps a lot more soundly at night. Also, I do these leg exercises. Basically, I bicycle her legs and pull them forward like straight, tug on them a couple times, bicycle the legs, and then you push their legs into like their chest, basically. Almost like how you lift their butt to change their diaper, like that movement. All the farts will come out. Sleep-wise, she sleeps through the night, but she's been doing that pretty much since day one, like sleeping big chunks at night. I think as a newborn, like 1 or 2 days old, she was sleeping like 4 hours straight at night. They actually had me waking her up at that point to feed her, to get her, weight up. But now I don't have to wake her up anymore. I can just feed on demand because her weight is up. But now she sleeps at least a 6-hour chunk at night. She'll wake up to feed, and then she'll go back to sleep for another 4 or 5 hours. So I've been actually getting a decent amount of sleep. Last night, she actually slept 9 hours straight, and we did our first dream feed. And what a dream feed is, if you're breastfeeding, it's basically when the baby is asleep, but they're hungry. So they, in their sleep, find your breast and eat and stay asleep, and it's pretty awesome. I use a nipple shield, so I did wake up, have to put my nipple shield on. But if you don't use a nipple shield, you could literally be asleep and your child will just find your breast, eat, and continue to sleep. And you probably wouldn't even know about it until the morning. I know a lot of moms with 6-week-old babies are still waking up every hour, every 2 hours to feed at night. She does that during the day. She does all her crazy, cluster feeding and fussiness and anything that needs to happen during the day. So I can't really complain. She does get diaper rash pretty easily, I noticed. We haven't figured out if it's her diapers. So I change her diaper pretty much anytime I pick her up, but we haven't quite figured out what it is, what's the culprit to give her this diaper rash. She might just have sensitive skin. First we were using Pampers Swaddlers diapers. So right now I'm using like an HEB brand of diaper. So far so good. However, the blowouts are real with the HEB diapers. For us, the Pampers Swaddlers, we never had blowouts, and she had some pretty huge diaper. They never came up the back of her diaper. The HEB one, I've already had 3 blowouts and I've only been using them for like a week. I'm gonna keep trying different diapers to see if that's what's causing the rash. So the next diaper I'm gonna be trying is Huggies. We have started bath time. She took her first bath after her umbilical cord fell all the way off, which I believe was right at 5 weeks or maybe 4 weeks. So she started, taking actual full baths. And I didn't get a fancy like bathtub that, gives you the temperature and the weight and all that. I'll link the chair below that I bought. It was literally like 10 pounds. It's from the UK. It was 10 pounds, which is $15 US. And it's the coolest thing. You can just put it right in the sink. It's like a little chair, just keeps them sitting up. It's covered with terry cloth. She always sleeps really extra good after bath time. I'm still swaddling her only at night. I use the Halo sleep sack swaddle. Oh my gosh. I wish I would have gotten none of the footed onesies for sleeping. It is so hot here in Texas right now. She can't wear, long sleeve footed onesies during the day. And she likes to be swaddled at night. You can't swaddle her on top of this, thick, long-sleeved, long-legged, footed onesie. So she's not wearing those at all. I think she wore one home from the hospital. But I wish I wouldn't have bought any of those. I wish I would have bought more of those Halo sleep sacks. The hospital actually gave us 3 of them because that's what they used in the hospital. And she just loves being swaddled. She does not like to have her hands in the swaddle. So I don't put her hands in the swaddle. She likes to have her hands free. She loves sleeping with like her hands on her face. I mean, she's so cute. It's like she's a hand model or something. So she really likes her bath. She likes tummy time. She loves these black and white books that I ordered from Amazon with black and white pictures because they say that babies can see contrast a lot better than just regular pictures. So she really, really enjoys that. She like gets so into the pictures. It's so cute. She loves being cuddled, being held, especially right now at the 6-week growth spurt. She's not really having anything to do with her bassinet or her baby nest, which is usually where I put her for naps during the day. Right now though, like I'll put her down and she'll cry like immediately. Before 6 weeks, she was not doing that. She would sleep in her baby nest and her bassinet just fine. I've been putting her in my K-Tan baby carrier. She's been getting her naps in that way. But before that, she was not napping during the day at all, which was making her very, very fussy. Also, she does not like her swing anymore. We got this swing, it was a gift, and she loved it at first. I could put her in her swing and get things done, and she would just be chilling in the swing, or she'd fall asleep in the swing. Now I put her in that swing, she doesn't last 5 minutes. The other day, she did let me take a shower while she was in the swing, which was like 10 minutes, and that was it. And that's the longest she's been in the swing for the last, week and a half. She does love her play mat, and she still loves doing tummy time. So I've been doing tummy time with her. She can already swivel her head left to right, hold her own head up. She's also just way more alert. She's always been pretty alert, like for her age, but now it's even more so. Like she's not just looking at me, like she's giving direct eye contact. She's cooing, she's talking, a lot lately. That's super cute. Her eyes themselves are becoming a lot more clear because you know how like when babies are born, it almost looks like they have cataracts or something. Like they all have that kind of blue looking eye. And now like her brown's coming in and her eyes just look more clear and she's focusing on different things. So I can see a huge difference there. Also her eyelashes and eyebrows are starting to come in. She did not have eyelashes for like the first 5 weeks of her life, and I was like, where's my baby's eyelash? I guess that's normal for some babies to be born with no eyelashes at all. And again, she was 3 weeks early, so that could have had a lot to do with it. But they are here now, and they're getting long and dark and beautiful. Her hair is still that sandy blonde brown, beautiful color. Now her hair is starting to curl a little bit, so it's getting really, really cute. She's gonna be a curly girl like her mommy. She doesn't have a particular witching hour. A witching hour is very common with babies, especially at 6 weeks. Usually around the evening time, like 4 to 6 or 6 to 8. They just cry incessantly, and you don't know what they're crying about. You've changed them, you've fed them, you've played with them, they've napped, but they're still crying. She doesn't really have that. I'm trying to make sure she gets her naps in. That makes her overall much happier baby. That's her 6-week update. She's doing really, really good. And as far as for postpartum, my bleeding has stopped. It stopped really around, I think, 4 weeks. And then at 5.5 weeks, it started coming back. I thought it was my period, honestly. It was like, people who breastfeed, especially if you breastfeed exclusively, you don't do any bottles or anything like that, you won't have a period, or you won't get it for like many, many months. And I was kind of looking forward to that. So I thought it was my period, but I don't know, it could have just been the finishing of the bleeding from postpartum. As far as postpartum depression and baby blues, I definitely still am having high anxiety and baby blues here and there. Actually looking at Gianna, interacting with Gianna makes me happy and brings me out of the funk. But I hate being alone in the house. Like, I always have to have somebody over here with me. Now, I've been taking vitamin D because if you breastfeed your baby does not get enough vitamin D. And you can give them vitamin D drops, or you can take 6,400, I think, milligrams of vitamin D, and that will give them enough vitamin D through your milk. So I chose to do the supplements for myself rather than give her the drops. And I noticed the vitamin D is actually helping with the depression. So I am starting to feel better. So that's the update on that. As far as breastfeeding goes, no more nipple pain, no more pain at all. Like, it feels totally different now breastfeeding than it did at the beginning. And I will make a separate video about my breastfeeding story. So if you'd like to see that, leave a comment below. My milk has pretty much regulated. I'd only get engorged kind of at night because she sleeps through the night. So I'll wake up sometimes and they'll be hard and kind of painful, but nothing major. The night sweats and chills that I was getting when I first got home from the hospital are gone. It really feels like you're coming down with like the flu or fever or something like that. But it's actually your body just getting rid of that extra water weight and your hormones trying to regulate themselves. So it's very, very common to have night sweats and deep chill. As far as appetite, my appetite now is ridiculous. I think it's because of the breastfeeding. You burn a lot of calories, anywhere from 500 to 800 extra calories a day just from breastfeeding. I'm eating more now than I was eating when I was pregnant. And I'm not gonna deprive myself, but I am gonna eventually change my diet. I'm eating a lot of junk, and that's just really not me. As far as weight, I'm actually below my pre-pregnancy weight now at 6 weeks. That's as of like 4 or 5 weeks. I got back down to my pre-pregnancy weight, but now I'm below. I was 150 pounds when I got pregnant. I got up to 175, so I didn't really gain a whole lot of weight. But 150 pounds for me was already not like overweight. I know that's technically not overweight, but for me, my bone structure and where I feel comfortable at, I wasn't where I wanted to be when I got pregnant. So I definitely plan on losing more weight. I might be vlogging my weight loss journey or making a video about that. If you're interested in that, just leave a comment below. I haven't started exercising again yet. Actually, I've never really been an exerciser. I'm a walker. We have been taking walks here and there with her stroller and everything, just trying to get her out of the house a little bit. But it's been so hot here in Texas, like over 100 degrees a lot of the days. So of course I'm not gonna take her out when it's that hot. Other than that, I'm not exercising or anything, although I do plan on it. I wanna do like Pilates or yoga, some sort of strengthening and toning, not necessarily like hardcore exercise. I'm just not that girl because I've lost the weight, but I'm definitely not in shape. But I have been wearing this like belly band thing, not no fancy postpartum one that's $60. I got like a $10 one from Walmart. I notice when I do wear it, which is not every day like I'm supposed to, and I don't wear it all day because it makes you like sweat and itchy where your tummy is, because it is helping you sweat and like get rid of that extra water weight. I definitely notice my stomach is flatter when I do wear it. So I do want to start wearing that more often, and I'll report back on that and let you guys know how that works. I can officially say also I did not get any stretch marks from pregnancy, because people were telling me you could still get stretch marks even after you have the baby. So now that I'm back to my pre-pregnancy weight, I can officially say that I have no stretch marks, which for me is a big deal because I definitely am genetically predetermined to have stretch marks, and I already have stretch marks. Basically what I did from the day I knew I was pregnant, I made my own special blend of oils, and I religiously rubbed that on my stomach and breasts every single day. And I know people always say like oils and stuff, they don't work, you know, if you're meant to have stretch marks, you're just gonna get them. I have to say negative ghostwriter, because I'm definitely meant to get stretch marks. I have them already. My mom has stretch marks on her stomach from me, but I definitely believe the oil helped, if not was the main factor of why I didn't get stretch marks. So that's our 6-week update, and here's my beautiful little girl, Gianna, who's milk drunk right now and sleeping. I just love her. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it helped you in any kind of way. Please leave a comment below. Let me know how your 6-week-old is acting, and we will see you on the next video. Bye. Love you.